Well, the first half of 2022 is quickly coming to a close. During the first 6 months of this year, Americans have had to navigate through record high inflation, federal rate hikes, and stock market turmoil. So for the next 6 months, how do we turn the dial toward financial success? Today, we have Gina McCaig here. She's the founder of McCaig Financial here in Livonia, and she's here with some helpful tips to try to get us all back on the right track when it comes to our finances. Gina, thanks as always for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So we're kind of at that midpoint of the year. What's one thing that people can do right now if they're worried about Wall Street, their investments, and inflation?
Yeah, well, just like when there's a bad storm and you kind of take cover or even potential tornado, we need to reallocate. Like you reallocate your emergency supplies or your stuff and you prepare for the worst. Now is a really good time to consider reallocating your investment and your retirement accounts and how they're positioned. This isn't necessarily to be confused with diversifying. This is something altogether different. If you're nervous about that continuous volatility, then sure. Now may be a good time to reconsider how much you want to be invested in equities, but that may not be enough during this particular situation or with your stuff.
That's important tips there. When it comes to retirement savings, Gina, what should people be considering when it comes to that?
So do you remember those tornado drills that you did in school?
Oh, yeah.
Sitting Indian style with your head in your lap. Somehow, even though your neck began feeling cramp, you somehow felt prepared, right? So we need to prepare. Preparation is key. You'll feel better about it. Create a retirement plan. And if you already have one, make sure to revise it. Market volatility has swung investors' account values dramatically this year. So now is a great time to make sure that your goals and your plans haven't been thrown off track. And it may make sense to look into a fixed annuity to provide at least some level of guaranteed income throughout your retirement, because at some point, guaranteed income may become far more important than a depleted asset. But beware, there are hundreds of I personally wouldn't recommend, and only a few dozen that I would.
You know, speaking of that, I've seen a lot of advertisements recently, especially on social media, for products to help get your financial house in order. When people look at those, what would you suggest about kind of rules of thumb when they consider buying things, whether it's an app to help sort out your finances? Those have been marketed a lot lately.
They have, and there are some fantastic apps that you can use to help set aside funds that you're not using on a month-to-month basis that can help you to kind of just reallocate those funds into a safety and security position right in your savings account. And then if you overspend or somehow you budget incorrectly, it will refund your checking account just to make sure that your bills are paid and it doesn't put you in a deficit. So there are a few different plans out there that I've seen, and I can't for the world of me think of the two that I know of, and I actually probably have on my own apps on my phone. Just because I haven't used them in a while, but they are fantastic tools to use.
One of the ones that I saw was, I believe it was Truebill, and like the other ones that have been marketed, it's one of those things that kind of helps you budget a little bit.
It does,
yeah.
But like as a specific tool, there is something that I use to fund approximately a third of my own retirement plan, but it's not for everyone because simply not everyone qualifies. And the best time to buy it was yesterday. And before I go on record, I want to clarify that I'm not talking about your grandpa's life insurance,
sure.
But a life insurance that's more innovative, a retirement tool that can provide a slew of benefits, providing everything essentially but the kitchen sink in your retirement. So if you haven't bought enough of that, and you may want to speak to a retirement professional who specializes in insurance.
And on that note, Gina, where can people go for more information about you and McCaig Financial before we let you go?
Well, you can log in to www.mccaigfinancial.com, or you can give us a call. We have a Livonia and Troy office, but our Livonia staff is there every day, at least 9 to 5, 734-425-0112. Happy 4th of July weekend, everyone.
Absolutely. To you as well. Gina McCaig, thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.